Hello and welcome. This is Cheryl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm sharing a vibrant Fish Parade Betterpress card. This is using the new Fish Parade Betterpress of the month for August 2025. I'm part of the August Club's blog hop, so there is going to be a lot of inspiration. If you wanted to go to my blog, you can see the posts from the other creators that are participating. I was chosen to share the Betterpress of the month, which is the Fish Parade. So I'm going to use it with my Betterpress system. I have Hammermill Cardstock here that I'm taping to the clear plate from my Betterpress. I have the Betterpress registration template taped to my Betterpress base. I always tape it in place so that it doesn't shift and move. Often when you're inking those plates with that registration template on there, they can move. And I want to make sure that my placement is as precise as possible. So after inking with that VersaMark ink, I do use my fingers on the sides of the plates to move them back into place because they do tend to shift a little bit. When you have that template on there, the magnet isn't quite as strong as it is without it. So after putting that VersaMark ink on that plate, I put the two plates together, through my Platinum 6 machine, and now I'm sprinkling on some Distress Glaze embossing powder. I have picked raspberry, that's what I started with. Then I'm sprinkling on some squeezed lemonade, and then I'm using some spiced marmalade. So we're going to have some really nice, vibrant fish from this. They're going to be multicolored with these 3 different colors, and you're going to have some that have blends of each one of the colors. Once I have that powder on there, I just tap the bottom and kind of flick it to move that powder around and make sure that it is on all of the ink. If by chance after doing that I notice that there's an area that has some powder missing, I would take that mix of powder and put it back on and fill in those areas. But I had it completely covered, so I'm using my embossing tool to emboss that powder. And I love these bright, vibrant fish in these multicolors. Now, because I had those 3 colors of Distress Glaze, that unused Distress Glaze that was on my scrap piece of paper should not be put into those containers with the regular ones that are not mixed. So you can save it and add it to a mixed pot if you want, or you can toss it. I tend not to use a ton of it, so I don't have a lot of waste, but it is fun to save that to use as unique embossing powder for different projects. I wanted to die cut this piece out before turning it or before ink blending it and adding it to my card. So I'm using the Essential Arches die set. I really love this die set for different shapes on cards. And I'm going to be using several different sizes. This is the 3rd largest size. And I taped it with that Best Ever Craft tape to make sure that my die was perfectly placed and didn't move while I was die cutting it. And then I die cut it in my Platinum 6 machine. I have 3 different distress inks that I'm using to ink blend my background. I kept them fairly light so we could still see those vibrant fish. So the first color I started with was some Speckled Egg. Now I'm going in with Tumbled Glass. And then thirdly, I'll be going in with some Broken China. I'm using the large Spellbinders brushes. I love these for ink blending my backgrounds because they cover a large area really quickly and easily. They're really easy to blend. I'm using that same brush for all 3 colors. I've used this many times with blue, so just in case there was some color left on, I did use or rub that color onto my cardstock ahead of time just to see how heavy that ink was on that brush. It wasn't too bad, so it was good to go right into those pads. For my first mat for my card, I'm going to be using some Carrot cardstock. So this is the 2nd largest of the Essential Arches die. And then the final color I'm going to be using is Wildberry cardstock. Now, instead of using it just as a mat, you could use it just as a mat. You could use that Wildberry as a card base. I decided to do a shaped card base with this, and I've done a shaped card base with this Essential Arches die set before, but I've done it differently where I've cut 2 pieces out, scored the top part of one, and then glued them together so it was kind of a card base that had the join at the top. Here I used my scoreboard off screen and I scored the card just to make an A2 card base with a fold on the side. Now I am taping the largest size of that Essential Arches die onto that die, but I'm making sure that the side with my fold for my card base is right inside the blade of that die. I check it many, many times to make sure it's perfectly placed. Then I put it through my Platinum 6 machine to die cut it. However, because we're cutting through 2 layers of cardstock, it didn't want to cut all the way through. So I flipped my mats over so that I could put the die with the blade face up and run it through that machine again. it puts more pressure on the top part of the machine. So when you flip your piece over and the blade is facing up, if you're having trouble cutting something, that tends to solve it because you'll get more pressure right on that blade side. Once that is cut and I'm satisfied with that, I can glue down that carrot die cut and then my embossed and ink blended die cut. And here we have a beautiful, bright, vibrant card with that Fish Parade Betterpress of the month. Now you could leave it at that, but I always love adding a little bit of extra texture. So I'm using some Glossy Accents to give the fish some bubbles. The Glossy Accents is clear. You're still going to see the ink underneath it, but it's just going to add little bubbles that will dry perfectly clear, and it will just add that extra little bit of texture. I've already done a couple cards with my clubs video at the beginning of the month. So if you're looking for more ideas with this plate, you can find that in that video. Last thing I did for a little bit of extra texture is use some Stickles right on the fish. So each one of those fish has a different pattern to them. And I use the Stickles to just kind of enhance that pattern. I did not cover the entire fish with Stickles. I just added a little bit of different texture to it. That Stickles is a glitter glue with a fine tip bottle, so you can get it as detailed as you want. It's going to dry, so you're not going to see the glue, you're only going to see glitter. And the glitter itself, the one that I'm using is Stardust, so it doesn't have a lot of color. It has more of an opalescent shine to it. So it's just going to add a little bit of sparkle. It's going to give that image a little bit of extra texture. Now, both the Glossy Accents and the Stickles are steps that you could miss if you want. You don't have to do them. You could leave it with just the embossing and the ink blending. But I really love the extra detail that it gives. When you tilt it into the light, and it doesn't show well on camera, but when you tilt it into the light, the Glossy Accents bubbles as well as the Stickles just really make you notice and pay attention to those fish. So it's one of those details that I just really love the look of it. You actually see the Stickles more when it's wet in the video than when it's dry. When it's dry, because that glue has dried, it's a little bit flatter. You see it a little bit, but in real life, it is really striking with those bubbles as well as the Glossy Accents, and it really just finishes that card off. Now, I chose to do a shaped card here, but you could easily just do a regular card. You could even, if you wanted, just have rectangular mats on them. I chose the Arches one because I think it fell or worked well with the circular shape of that cluster of fish, and I really like the look of it. I will add a link to the blog post in the description below, and from there you can check out all of the other projects shared with the other clubs from this month. There's some great inspiration to be shared, and it's always well worth it. Thank you so much for all the time that you spent with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day.